Hello, hello, and welcome my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do you need, read? For this beautiful June and July 2023, I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998, author of Words of Grace, from a professional witch. You know what? There's a Kindle version available. There is a link in the description box. You can click on it and preview a chunk of it for free, but that's the Kindle version, which is a little bit different than the original Fellini Film Festival version of color, edited by Jill Schweitzer Scorpio. Hey, Jill. And that's over on Patreon, patreon.com/drawing the circle. Some of my subscribers get that, not all of them get that, but I'll tell you what all of my subscribers get, regardless of level of subscription. They get a daily check-in with me every morning, unless the gods and the archangels have it another way. We had one of those days this week, and it was rough, and my Patreon community was there with love and support. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you. I love you. So they get a daily check-in every morning, pretty much. An unlisted YouTube live stream link where they chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And I don't know how I'd get through my day without it, honestly, and because I pray a lot, considering what I do for a living. They also get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s. No worries, there are no extendeds for this reading, but there are a lot of them in the past. All relationship, soul contract based stuff. Yeah, they're juggernauts though, so they get all of those as long as they remain subscribers, past, present, into the future, as well as they get a significant discount on private sessions with me. We'll talk about that at the end of the reading, at the end of the video, when I release the Scorpio Collective, usually letting any residual goofy that needs to come out of my cell tissue to flow through me. I love Patreon. It is the best thing I've ever done for my work career and my vocation as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, a professional witch, blah, blah, blah. I love it, so click the link, check it out. We also have a 7-day free trial available for Seeker, our first level of power. Wow, Caroline Mace override there. Our first level of subscription, $3 a month. You can stay for 6 days, catch some of the daily check-ins, go watch some extended readings. And if you want, don't cancel it and be a Seeker and come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but please just call me Mal, because I will never take myself so seriously, even though everyone has access to an archangelic lineage. I just happen to know mine because it's in my name and my astrology. Yeah, go fig, right? Took me a long time to figure that out, too. So, let's get down to business. We'll do some explanation for the new Scorpios and cross-watchers, and then we'll get into the divination. And I am stoked for this reading, last reading of the day. They always save the best for last. And I have so many beloved Scorpios in my life. Hey, Pam, thank you so much for your love and support. Always, always, always. For a very long time, but particularly these past bunch of days. Anyway, before I get maudlin, God forbid for a Scorpio read, we get maudlin. Let's do some explanation. For example, if you are new to my channel, a 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything. But we are looking at a 2-week period, half of a full lunar cycle, a waxing moon from a beautiful June and July harvest moon. Man, that's not leaving my head. It's better than that Jardian's jingle. Good gods. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you align and fine-tune your intentional work, your spell work, your law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, right? Go stare at a vision board or something. To plant a seed at the new moon and help it grow to the full moon. And there's some interesting astrology going on here for water signs. Let's talk about it. I am a Virgo sun. I have a clipboard. I was born with one, apparently. An interesting new moon. We got a new moon in Gemini, but it goes void, of course, then into Cancer, all in the same day. So new moon in Gemini starts off on Sunday, June 18th, 12:37 a.m. I will be awake for that to do my air magic until at least void, of course. Moon goes void, of course, 2:24 a.m. So you could do your air magic there. That's great. You know, smoke something something, I don't know, burn some incense, do something, smudge the house, right? But then it goes void, of course, as I said, and then 6:58 a.m. Eastern, it goes into Cancer, so that's a trine to your Scorpio, whoever, whatever. 2 weeks later, bringing us the full moon in Capricorn, which is rough on a Monday. It is a Monday, and that's on the 3rd, so maybe you have the weekend off for the Independence Day in the United States. Most people don't, but a lot of people do. And that's 7:39 a.m., so you can wake up in that, right, if you have that day off. And I have to say, the new moon magic I'm going to do for Cancer at at almost 7 a.m., that's probably going to be coffee magic. And the full moon in Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, coffee beans. So I'm going to be doing some coffee magic, and I'm into it. In between those 2 dates, as I said, water signs heads up. Cancer. The sun is going into Cancer, Letha, summer solstice, on the 21st of June. That we knew. But then Mercury, I think I said Venus in another reading. It's Mercury. Mercury is going into Cancer on the 26th. I wonder if I said that in the Cancer one. It's been a rough week. Compassion now. But the big one is Neptune going retrograde. I believe it is in Pisces. So that it would, I think, be beneficial to an extent because it will trine your Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, whoever, whatever. So it's a very, very interesting 2-week period for surezies. So the idea is to help you plant a seed and help it grow your heart's desire, your element of fire. Everybody has heart's desires because in my experience, what I've been shown, they are assigned to us. Sometimes lifetime after lifetime, the same ones are assigned to us so that we get it done, right? Part of a larger plan of not just our own personal evolution and spiritual awakening, but every time somebody manifests a heart desire or comes close or makes some kind of progress, right? Waxing, right? Building it, manifesting it, makes it easier for everybody else because it shifts this world. Well, there are infinite number of worlds, you know, multiverses and whatnot, quantum timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, whatevers, but a more golden timeline rather than leaded, a more loving than fearful, a more healthy than toxic. And that includes the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the stars up above and hopefully that thing called love because it seems to be the only way, whatever. Yeah, cross watchers, heads up, help your Scorpio manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, perhaps working with the Crystal Oracle message or the Archangel Fire Oracle message or the Whispers of Love Oracle, which is for the higher selves of all involved, obviously involving the cross watchers. And there's a Matcon healing mantra to unify it all, fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. So, you know, maybe you could help out the Scorpios. I will do my best. So, I guess that's about it. Enough explanation. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my best to help anybody manifest their heart's desire because it's just helping all of us live in a better world, right? And there's an infinite number of them. So, you know, everybody's going to get what they want one way or the other sooner or later. I just know I want something better, right? More love, more unity, more heart's desires manifesting because that just feels more fun. Don't you agree? Chips, dips, chains, whips, Scorpios, I love you. So let's make the shift from explanation to divination, shall we? We find that in the still point. So let's go there. Please, take a nice deep breath. Like the t-shirt. Very Italian today. Very much my Sicilian DNA. One more. Still point. Ancestors. Override. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, of miracles, and of mysticism, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video drawn to this reading, please, beloved ancestors, using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire. What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire. What is the spell fragment to help them clarify and refine their heart's desire, or perhaps what is required to manifest their heart's desire? This beautiful, beautiful June to July energy. Energy! A light inside my fire divine. Energy fill me, make me shine. woof. I'm into it. Energy, no, obviously, they're like, negative energy, hey, so negative. Not being negative, you're saying the house is on fire and it's literally on fire. You know what I mean? That's not negative, that's just being truthful. But energy, certainly, what we're talking about here, your fire divine, as soon as the word divine comes into the conversation, unless we're talking, John Waters terrain, which is a completely different schemata that I'm totally into. Paths. We're talking about the divine, we're talking about mysticism, 8th house, Scorpio, mystery, the hidden stuff, energy, fill me, make me shine. That is allowing your light out, by the way. Just saying, I know Scorpios. But how lovely. Now, very general read. Now, that could be a mystic's heart's desire in and of itself. I just want to be my divine self, full capacity, the best of my ability, day by day. This could also be what is required to manifest a heart's desire in such a general read. So let's see if we can get a little bit more specific there using For the Element of Earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I say it every time. If you have the stone indicated, it is a wonderful opportunity to make an amulet, a talisman, a touchstone, a magical tool to put the spell into, right? Work with the archangel and all the other stuff with the mantra at the end for a little bit every day or a lot of it every day for a 2-week period. At least you're participating, right? So this deck is consecrated, blessed to, given to Archangel Ariel, my archangelic lineage. It's in my name, it's in my astrology. Everyone has an archangelic lineage because your higher self has been called a guardian angel, which belongs to a club of trillions of higher selves, probably more, called archangels, and then those archangels gather together for little coffee clashes called thrones, powers, dominions, virtues, all the way back to unity on the other side of the source wall, where there is just the pregnant void, right? So you have access to all of that, but you got a call. I know mine, and she's wonderful, so let's ask her what she thinks about this. Please take a nice deep breath. Good gods, I love my work. Still point. Ariel? Override. As I call to my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north powers of earth, hence the crystal oracle, beloved Archangel of Lyons, beloved Archangel of wealth, beloved Archangel of nature, including the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the skies up above. Again, with hopefully that thing called love, what is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message for the element of earth to fuel the fire, ground and manifest their heart's desire with and for energy this beautiful, beautiful June and July. Clear quartz! You jackpot! Come on. You're a Scorpio. You have to have at least one piece of it. Can't all be obsidian and onyx, can it? Clear quartz does everything. I know this one. It's infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities with energy. You're so happy right now. You're like, ooh, I have some of that. Yeah, I bet you do. Clear quartz, harmony, meditation, protection, and infinite possibilities. Now look, the meditation part, I don't know how anybody gets through the day. I wouldn't say a rigorous spiritual practice, but I have one of order and method, very Hercule Poirot, very Agatha Christie, big time, right? And it changes, right? I change it from day to day as it is needed, right? I'm not that strict with it, but certainly a meditative practice to connect with the divine within you, that's sort of the point, depending on the modality, I suppose. So let me read you. Clear quartz crystal can be programmed with whatever qualities you desire. For just like you, this crystal is full of infinite possibilities. Magic. Little Doug Henning there for the Gen X's. This card is asking you to reflect on all that you would love to have and to achieve in this life. Total world domination. Kinky. Make a list, and then mentally infuse this card, or alternately, I'm not sending you the card, I gotta keep the set together, or alternately a real quartz crystal, what a concept, with all the qualities and things you wish to manifest, and that is an emotional process. You can visualize it as much as you want, but you gotta feel, what would it feel like? Find the feeling place. Abraham Hicks, asking it is given, or one of them. Carry this card or crystal with you. Can you imagine me walking around with this? No. Carry this card or crystal with you. Keep it close to your heart and mentally envisage your life as you would love it to be. Set realistic goals for yourself and repeat this ritual daily until your goals are reached. Then set new goals. Remember, all is possible if you believe it. I can't do that and turn into, you know, I don't know. What would I turn into if I could do that? Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of liking my look today, honestly, for Scorpio. Don't you hit the thumbs up? Do whatever, right? I don't know, but I think I'd be, if I was able to, you know, do it like that, like Samantha Stevens, Charmed Ones, Halliwell vibe, I think my life would be drastic. I think this planet would be drastically different. So, all is possible if you believe. Yeah. Just make sure it is truly what your heart desires, and there we go. That's the truth. Oh, the brain, Pinky, and go back and forth. Oh, particularly Scorpios. I was raised with a Scorpio brother, I know. So it is about the emotional part. Life is a journey, not a destination. Well, life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long, and probably with the Scorpio ride or die, they're great. So infinite possibilities, but you know, it is engaging your creativity, right? To envision it, but not just envision it, to feel it so that it becomes visceral, not for hours and hours every day of the rest of your life. That becomes spiritual bypassing, and then you avoid the shadow work and it creeps up on you and takes you over because, well, everybody over here is Scorpio, right? Start staying people for no reason. Oh, this is great. All right, like I said, archangels, everybody's got an archangel they are connected to, right? And then once you're connected to one consciously, you have access to all of them. So that's why we are using the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press. To ask which one for the element of air, though. Something to think about, to contemplate, to meditate on, particularly a light within my fire divine. Energy fill me, make me shine. Well, you start aligning with your archangelic self, which is what it is. It's you on a whole other different level, but your higher self experiences all of your lifetimes simultaneously. So what is your archangel? Right? Too much for TV, but apparently not for this this 5-card draw. Please take a nice deep breath. It's so fun. It's pretty good so far. Still point. Archangels. Override. As I call upon the beloved pantheon of archangels, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, please, beloved ones, who is waiting in the wings with their wings ready to zoom in with their help for the element of air, but they will only come when called, when invited, as an act of a free will. The call always has to come from where we are at any given moment. So what is the element of air? The clarity, the thought, which condenses into emotion and stokes the fire to manifest their heart's desire of energy with infinite possibilities, meditation, and all that jazz. This beautiful, beautiful June to July. You got the Metatron? Wow. Fuck. You got the Metatron? I mean, he's a big deal, Metatron. You know, he's no, like, nothing wrong with a house angel, but, you know, he's like the whole house angel. Metatron is not to be toyed with. The voice for God. I mean, he even made his way into a Terry Pratchett, Neil Gaiman novel and series called Good Omens. I am the Metatron, although it's not the Metatron in the book. Oddly enough, if I remember correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm always down to be in alignment with the Pratchettarian way of things. The turtle moves. Metatron, ancient wisdom. Oh, great. That's all we need is Scorpios digging into ancient mysteries. If that guy would just straighten his hair, I would take the alien thing a lot more seriously. Metatron, ancient wisdom. He's Greek, though. He's cute. One of only 2 angels who is said to have walked the earth as a human being, the other being Sandalphon. Metatron's earthly name was Enoch. So, the keys of Enoch, J.J. Hertach, which is a lot of ha-ha-ha, but it's really intense, amazing stuff. He is known as God's voice, and as the divine mediator with humanity, well, that's good, a mediator, he sits at the very top of the tree of life in the Kabbalistic tradition. So, Absolutely, if you feel so drawn. Check out Tree of Life stuff. I mean, talk about ancient wisdom, all right? Anatomy of the Spirit, Caroline Mace. She aligns the Kabbalistic Tree of Life with the 7 chakras and the 7 sacraments, and I put together the 8 Sabbaths because she works with the 8th chakra. Boom. Just saying. He helps us to connect with ancient wisdom so that we can tap into our true genius. If you ask him, he will activate your DNA, crown, and upper chakras. Well, that's nice of him. When you are ready, he will illuminate your soul's mission so you may step on the ascension path and become the best version of yourself. Oh, that sounds so nice on paper. What is required, however, right? Now a warning. Then he goes into his own personal experience, or she does, sorry, Alexandra Wenman. Talking about their personal experience. Yeah. Let's just go to the message. You are crowned with the light of Source because you are the divine incarnate. It's your heart's desire. Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. But, you know, angel means messenger of light, messenger of life, right? So we all have our own message to give. In other words, you don't have to give up style and, like, you know, sex, Scorpio, to be an angel incarnate, because you freaking already are, right? Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is available to those who truly follow the integrity of their heart, right? And that's the gig. Just be truthful. Liars can't heal. It's not because they're bad, it's because they're lying, right? Because you can only truth heals. So ancient truth, ancient wisdom can only help you shift things to a much happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life, one would think. But what's the price, right? What does it cost? Well, that's what the shadow reads are for. This is the fun side of it. Let's call upon them higher selves of all involved. Whispers of Love Oracle. Crosswatcher minimum, heads up, because you're involved in this one if you're cross-watching, right? The higher selves of all involved. As I said, those higher selves come together into archangelic consciousness, so think, you know, all of everyone involved in this one. But I will say this could very much be a solo gig for many too. I mean, this is not something you can do. You may be able to do it with somebody, but no one can do it for you, and you can't do it for anyone else. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the element of water? The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the higher by the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video drawn to this reading. For that love, that element of water, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion in physical bodies, because there are glands and biochemicals and stuff that I don't think exist that way on higher planes. So, you know, part of the human experience on the hero's journey as immortal souls of divine origin. What is the guidance, grace, the love, the wisdom, the power of the element of water to help them manifest their heart's desire that either is or does require energy with infinite possibilities and ancient wisdom? This beautiful, beautiful June and July. Slow down. What does a yellow light mean? Only certain people are going to get that reference. And I love you. Slow down when you're excited. You get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Okay, well, there you go. The power and the passion of a Scorpio. Anything, look, most Generation X has Neptune and Scorpio. I do. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Absolutely, right? It makes us fun and not really give a fuck what anybody else thinks, honestly. So, you know, this is the thing. Slow down. We can get very excited, very, very passionate. It could be tricky. It could be a tricky thing here. But you know what? For that energy, it makes sense. Right, because the energy you want your light to shine. You can't be running all over the place or freaking out. Or Here's an example. When your nervous system is overtaxed, stressed, inflamed, the mind is going to, and that's called the ego, the personality that arises out of an inflamed nervous system. Matt Kahn, last card down, we'll get to him. So, this is about the meditation. This is about the infinite possibilities. If you really look into the quantum, I mean, there's too much math for me personally on the scientific side of it, but I get the vibe of it, right? DC Comics, right? Multiverse, I'm there. I was raised on that shit. I'm good, right? Doctor Who and all that stuff. Well, Jerry Pratchett, by the way, the down a different trouser leg of reality. This is something that if you slow down and you embody this divine energy and shine that light through you, ancient wisdom will be revealed to you, but the price is stillness, silence, slowing down. And I know a lot of Scorpios that will be like, oh, thank God. Thank you, Metatron. But really, the Metatron ain't no joke. Look him up. I'm not kidding. I mean, none of the archangels are jokes. Well, there's some that have amazing senses of humor. Zadkiel, when appearing as Saint Germain, for example, but he's not on the table right now. So, slow down. That's better than rush. Rush. Paula Abdul. Okay. She's Scorpio. Let's get the last card down. The Spirit card. The healing mantra from Matt Kahn. To put it all together. The Spirit to align it all, right? So you grab a piece of clear quartz. Put the spell of energy on it. Call in Metatron with the intention of slowing the F down for a hot second or a bunch of them. And then you do the mantra. And I have mine locked in. Let's see. Where is my Libra? My Libra, right, is my Alexandrite. So, like all of them, my sun, my moon, my rising, I use the same pieces of jewelry for both waxing and waning. So, I'm sure you got something you could use. Please take a nice deep breath. Then you only got to do the mantra with the rock mantra. Shit, breathe. Never take yourself that seriously. It slows shit down. You're not in a good way. Still point. Ascended Masters. Override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly for the Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, drawn to this reading, on their behalf I ask, I request the perfect healing mantra for my beloved Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers, that they can implement the healing energy of Spirit, the Spirit card, to unify, align, energize, and empower this intentional work to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with Spirit for energy, clear quartz, Metatron, slowing down as they go this beautiful, beautiful June to July. Encountering conflict, I don't choose sides, I take a stand. That's why you need to go within. There are other people involved here, unless the conflict is purely inner, which some would say. Carl Jung, for example, just off the top of my head. Well, and as within, so without, as below, as above, so below. The emerald tablets, don't try and swallow them, they're huge. That all conflict within is mirrored in the outer, the mirroring process, etc., etc. So I got this one a couple of times myself, and I have to say it has always come in handy, because I don't have to choose sides. I take a stand for love, thank you very much. And I got this, I think, in my last shadow read for Leo. What's the name of it, though? Right, encountering conflict. I was close. I don't choose sides, I take a stand. When conflict is encountered, two opposing viewpoints wrestle for a dominant position. Have you ever been in an argument with the Scorpio? Each hopes to achieve success by changing the other's viewpoint. Celestine Prophecy, Competition for Energy. I think it's chapter 4. Read it, trust me. If encountering conflict from a conscious standpoint, you may realize one of the greatest gifts you can offer is allowing others to be heard. That doesn't mean you wholesale agree or even have to pretend to. You're just going to listen without thinking about your counter argument. For a lark. Bala lark. You may not agree with their argument, But you are embracing their needs simply by choosing to listen. I mean, this is a therapeutic thing, right? Active listening. It's a thing. It works, but it takes practice. Man, it's not how we're raised. When you listen instead of lash out, you are taking a stand for love. This is making the decision, throat chakra, to anchor the highest frequencies of light through the demonstration of your ethics, morals, and values instead of matching the unconsciousness of others with equal amounts of aggression. And considering what's going on planet Earth at the time of this recording, I can imagine that coming in handy with family, friends, co-workers across the board. But the majority of this reading is internal, which is good, and slow down, slow your roll, just listen. But absolutely, what ancient wisdom would be applicable in this? I don't know, like 10 commandments, right? 15, 10 commandments, right? You know, don't kill, don't steal, don't fucking lie in there too, but everybody does, right? So, you know, this is a real opportunity here for you to manifest your heart's desire of allowing the divinity shine through you. This mantra is ideal for settling arguments, unraveling passive-aggressive behavior, which you want to know what that looks like. I'm sure you... No, go right ahead. I'm fascinated. Say all you want. Right? Taking notes, gathering ammo. No! Scorpio, no. And releasing the tendency to blame. To blame. Oh, boy. Oh, alright. So this is obviously a powerhouse of a read, dealing with relationships, conversations, but it is your relationship to the divine as a Scorpio, because you guys can go deeper and reveal and understand mysteries you may not be able to put into words, but nonetheless, by slowing down, you feel and integrate them. So let's put this together in a blessimation. Combination of a blessing and summation. The end of that is the end of the read, but if you want to hang out for the end parts where I kind of let loose, because I'm so confined and restrained and reserved to begin with, it is the last reading of the day of a rather tricky week. So let's do this. Let's bless the crap out of you all and your cross watchers. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheon's override. Yeah, I feel this. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and are drawn to this reading, may they all be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire with the spirit of encountering conflicts, is they don't have to choose sides. They can take a stand for love, particularly if they slow down. If they get excited and they want to say, slow down. Get excited, get ahead of yourself and get out over your skis. Go with it, flow with it, pull back, and rest, and certainly call upon Archangel Melchizedek, particularly if this is an ancient ancestral pattern that needs ancient wisdom, for a new perspective in the element of air, to see this differently, which certainly makes sense with the meditation and the stillness and the clarity and the infinite possibilities of clear quartz to refine, ground, and manifest their heart's desire that I can feel both is and does require the energy that they need to take a stand for love when encountering conflict. So, a light inside their fire, divine energy, fill them, make them shine for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. See, I slowed it down. I can take direction, apparently. Did you like the reading? Do you like the new music? Janet Grace Alvarado making us all. So she's building an album around these, so I'm very excited. And I might sing on one of them. We were talking lyrics last week. Yeah, I might do that. Beautiful singing voice, classically trained, darling. But that being said, if you want more of me here on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. I'm fun. I'm good at what I do, and I've been doing it for a really long time. Way before there was an internet, I was reading tarot. That was my internet. accessing the Akashic Records in the Alexandrian Library, blah, 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 blah. And certainly if you want to know when the vid hits, you know, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. Comment, although you're Scorpios, you probably won't, so I'll respect that. But certainly come play on Patreon, honestly. Just check it out for a Seeker for 6 days. Don't even wait for the 7th, right? Come check out a daily check-in, right? Read some of them watch some of them extended videos. I mean, Twin Flame, Soulmate, True Love Contracts, it's all relationship-based. It's in there, like Prego. Alright? As well as, you know, all of my subscribers get the discount, but not the 7-day free. No. Pam would come for me. Pam would be so angry if I offered that. Nope. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you guys kind of intimidate me a little bit, but so does Carolyn Mace and Chrissy Hines, so you know, you gotta do you. So come play Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, and screw it, just call me Mel. And let's talk about the private sessions. 25 years in business, I finally raised my prices. There's a video booking private sessions with Mal, covers both readings and spiritual counseling in person on video. If I gotta travel, it's all in the video. It's about 10-11 minutes. I think it's a really good video. My mom likes it, so we're going with it. And I say over and over and over again, and I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. I can't. It kills me to do it. I won't do it. I've never done it. Actually, I can't even imagine. So, yeah, you can absolutely watch the video, but it is, of course, also on my website, drawingthecircle.com. In the store, you'll see readings, spiritual counseling. Click on it. It's all there in writing if you want to check it out in, I think, a rather simplistic way. And Pam, the Scorpio, helped me with that. It's just wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart. And I love my Scorpios. Y'all are fun. You're all dark, but you're fun. Hey, if you knew my family, you'd be like, yeah, you get my sense of humor. I'm like, yeah, I was born into soaking in it, born into that. So I love you. You can do this. And I'm here to help. We're all here to help each other out here. But seriously, Melchizedek, be careful. Just Drinvalo Melchizedek, please pick up the Merkaba telephone, please. Ooh, look up that one. Yeah, try and spell it. Drinvalo Melchizedek. Yeah, sacred geometry. Ow, he makes us do math. Phi ratio, pi ratio. Now I want a pizza pie ratio. So seriously, hang in there. It's really a good read. And clear quartz, I think you got some somewhere, and so have at it. I love you. Find your rest, find your slow down, and manifest those heart's desire, because you are divine. We all are. But I love to see it in a Scorpio. So wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this beautiful, beautiful June and July. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.